So I want to get into content now. I talk so much about great content, and great content truly can be the key to bringing a ton more traffic and clients to your business. But what do I mean when I say that? I'm going to give a couple of case studies. This is a recycling company that we worked with for a very long time, and the second biggest recycling website online. Now, our challenge here was to make recycling interesting, sexy, something that people would want to read. Now, frankly, recycling is not very interesting, maybe if you really get into it, but to most people, if you want to talk to them about recycling, they're going to not be particularly interested. But there are ways to make it very interesting. And we mostly focused on the angle of recycling as anything that's repurposed, that's not just thrown out. So in this case, we looked at cars. And when cars are not just thrown into the scrap heap, and instead used to make some really lucky 10-year-old kid a bed, some sort of weird person a flower bed, furniture made out of street signs. On the right we have telephone books that are carved, made into art. These are just sort of quirky little oddities, really just interesting little things. Each one of these got more than 200 shares. That's why I picked them. They were like above that arbitrary number of 200 shares on social bookmarking sites. This was back when Digg was popular, D-I-G-G. It's a social bookmarking site where people vote up and down the content of the day that's interesting. Reddit is now the most popular site in that category. So these would probably do very well on Reddit as well. So that's a couple of articles that did very well around recycling. This was an animal shelter. It's a bit of kind of cheating on my side to show something so easy to get links for. If you're an animal shelter, you're going to get a lot of links. Because, if you don't, then there's a problem in your marketing department. So in this case, we created an article that did super well. I think it got, whatever it is, 20, 30,000 people in a single day to arrive at the website, and it kind of broke the servers and everything because we didn't expect that. But it's called something like 15 Incredible Images of Animal Emotions. And it's basically showing human emotions through animals. Now, it's not like we know that these animals are feeling these emotions or anything, but we create an emotional connection with people by doing this. So the swans up there are demonstrating love. The dog is sadness. I think that's contentment or happiness. The squirrel is curiosity, security. Excuse me, that's a squirrel. Top right is contentment, and then I think fear on the bottom right. This one just did so well that I thought I'd include it. This is for a consumer research company that we work with. And it's an infographic that, again, just somebody came up with this really cool idea called 50 Years of the Most Popular Christmas Toys. Now, design went into this because they decided to make it look like a Candyland board or whatever you might call it. And they simply feature from 1960 to 2010 or whatever it is, the #1 most sold Christmas toy. This also went viral. And this, we did not that long ago. It got tons of shares, tons of retweets, a lot